is Ryan. Today we're going to go over how to properly size sanitary drains. Let's dive in. The first thing we'll have to do is record the DFUs for each fixture and the piping downstream. Once we've assigned the DFUs for each piece of pipe, we have to define that piece of pipe. These definitions are building drain, building subdrain, building sewer, stacks, drain piping other than stacks. Now that we know the amount of DFUs on each pipe and the definition of each of those pipes, we can size it accordingly. If the piece of pipe we are sizing defines as building drain, building subdrain, or building sewer, we will take the DFU load and assign the size based on Table 3 of 382.30 in our Wisconsin Plumbing Code. Keep in mind that the greater pitch allows for a greater amount of DFU on that size of piping. Now for the second category, which is essentially all the other piping. So if it doesn't fall into the category of building drain, building subdrain, and building sewer, we would use Table 2 of 382.30, which would incorporate stacks and drain piping other than stacks. Now comes the tricky part. If the piping we're trying to size isn't a stack, then we simply use this portion of Table 2 of 382.30. However, if the piece of pipe is a stack, we have to identify how many branch intervals are on that stack. If there is 3, 2, 1, or 0 branch intervals on the stack, then we use this portion of Table 2 of 382.30. If the amount of branch intervals on that stack is greater than 3, then we use this portion of Table 2 of 382.30. No matter how many branch intervals we have on a stack, we want to ensure we do not exceed the allowable amount of any one branch interval. When sizing stacks properly, we have to ensure that we're incorporating the pipe size for the DFUs of through as well as into every single branch interval. So let's recap. First, assign the DFUs. Second, define the pipe. Third, size by the corresponding table. See you next time. Stay sharp and code smart.